What's it like to bike in Asheville, North Carolina? Welcome to part 2 of this video. I am going to focus more on mountain biking, bike touring, bike packing on this video. The last one was more about bike infrastructure and urban commuting. If you want to check out that video, just go down to the description or check out the end of this video. We'll be linking to it. But let's dive right in to some of the mountain bike trails that are in Asheville. And Asheville is really known for its mountain biking. It's considered one of the mountain biking capitals of the East Coast, if not the mountain biking capital. And you can see it is just absolutely immersed in mountain biking. And we're going to take a little bit of the deeper dive. What I will say, though, is that I don't live in Asheville. I haven't biked in Asheville. So I'm going to be using the online resources that are available to all of us to do this. With that being said, if you live in Asheville and would like to potentially come on the show and bring your expertise, I would love to interview you so that we can, help others in their biking journey and kind of get up to speed faster. I know I've moved around a lot, and every time I move to a new place, it takes time to just learn where should I go, like what should I look out for, and if I think there's more qualitative information out there, it's going to help a lot of people. So let's take a look at Asheville. And first of all, I want to take a look at this closest trailhead. There's just a little bit of riding here compared to like these trails out here. But for the sake of like being able to bike from in town to get to these trails, I think it's very important to check out how far it is to get there. So this is the Blue Trail at Richmond Hill in Asheville. Richmond Hill Park. Yep. To Asheville. I think it's about 4 miles. So quite close. Although, again, these are just like, this is a few miles of trails, nothing too crazy, it seems, when you compare it to this trail system here. So, Hard Times Road, let's take a look at this and see where you would park. Rice Pinnacle Trailhead parking lot from Asheville. Okay, you're looking at about 10 miles. So theoretically, yeah, I mean, you could definitely bike there. The Biltmore's right here on your way if you want to stop by an insane castle. I mean, what? Like, come on. No one needs a house that big. And if you ever see me in a house that big, I mean, it's got a bowling alley. Remind me of this video and I'll sell it and downsize. But back to the video. 10 miles to get there. It's a 20-minute drive. That's a really close drive. I'm pretty positive there's some shuttles that take you from like downtown Asheville to Pisgah. So I guess, yeah. Well, this might be known more as like the Bent Creek, North Carolina Arboretum. Also, by the way, let's look at this. This looks beautiful. I need to go here. What the heck? Look at those massive little bonsai trees. So I believe, yeah, this is within Pisgah National Forest, which from everything I know is epic. And let's look at a few photos of some trails here. So this is a blue trail. You're going to have every single, like everyone's going to find something that entertains them at this trail system. Whether you're a beginner or whether you're an expert, they're going to have plenty of variety. Let's take a look at like a quick YouTube video of some Pisgah riding. MTB. So how about we go to my buddy Berm Peak, Seth from Seth Bike Hacks. And let's see. Maybe we'll go to actually some BKXC instead.
Let's talk about the Cyclocross World Cup that's coming up. So we're actually
Sorry about the ads, y'all. Okay.
Spanish style.
That looks pretty chunky right there. And that might be a little intimidating. Let's check out some other stuff. Whoa. That's some technical riding right there.
Wow. You better have plenty of PSI on this trail. The crust on it, it is
ice cream. Okay, so that's a video you can look at in more detail. Obviously, that kind of gave you a kind of a sneak peek of maybe some of the terrain there. I wouldn't let yourself get too intimidated by what they were doing in that video. Obviously, there's some intense riding and they're expert riders. But like I said, you've got green trails here, blue trails here, black trails here. You're going to have some riding for everyone. And there's just so many loops that you can make out of this. It's pretty sweet. You've also got this trail system up here. Let's see how far of a ride it is to get there from. So this is Rainbow Mountain. Let us see how far it is to get there. Rainbow Mountain. And then see, I guess it might be Boone, North Carolina. No, I don't think that's true. It looked a little bit closer than that. It might be a different Rainbow Mountain. Zoom out a little bit. It's near Montreat. Montreat, like Montreal, but Montreat. So 19 miles to get there. Biking is going to be much harder, but it's about a 24-minute drive. That is pretty close. Again, I think the holy grail of riding or of mountain biking and combining that with urban infrastructure is being able to bike to the trails. And that's something that we saw in like Colorado Springs, in Boulder, Colorado, in a few other places. It's a rare occurrence to have that, but I think it makes for a better experience when you don't have to load up your car and you just go out straight out your front door and ride. So mountain biking, plenty of options there. As far as bike packing routes, off-road bike touring, you've got so many routes right here on bikepacking.com. You've got the Real Pisgah, 100-mile loop. You've got the Appalachian Beer Trail, 136 miles. You've got the Trans-West North Carolina, 314 miles. You've got the Appalachian Gravel Growler. I mean, this is epic. Like, there's a lot of pre-planned routes, and I'm sure there's even more than that you could create, but this is what's already established there. So you're definitely going to have a culture of bike packing. And as far as bike touring goes, nothing goes directly through Asheville. It's on adventure cycling. Closest route is going to be this Trans-America Trail, the traditional one that goes from Virginia to, where does it end? It ends in, it ends in Oregon on the coast. So nothing too much there. It seems like it's kind of a bike packing mecca though. As far as gravel riding, there's a good amount in Pisgah. Again, this is all user submitted. So I'm not seeing a ton like in town, but in Pisgah, you definitely got a lot. And then there's a lot in the Great Smoky Mountains. I think that might be in Tennessee though. And I think I'm going to be excited to looking at Knoxville and into, this is Hartford right here. Knoxville. There's a bunch of towns in Tennessee that I think have some interesting bike infrastructure. As far as weather, most comfortable months are like April through October. Colder in the winter months. March is pretty nice. Definitely still rideable depending on your tolerance. As far as what we got on the Strava heat map, we got a good amount of riding right. So this is Asheville. We got a good amount of riding right here. This looks like, I'm not sure if this is roads. Let's look at standard, hybrid. Are these roads? Oops. Sorry about that. 40%. Yeah, these just look like roads here. It looks like maybe people do a bunch of road biking up through there. And then obviously let's take a look at all the riding that's being done in Pisgah and all around. So this isn't revealing too much to me. I would say this looks like a pretty strong main vein of cycling right here going straight into town. But nothing that's really being revealed. Although, oh yeah, we did look at this mountain bike trailhead here. So let's just take a quick broad view of Asheville again and just the surrounding mountain biking that's around it. Like, it's pretty amazing. It's all around you. Beautiful views. You got Mount Mitchell near here, which Mount Mitchell is, I believe it is the tallest peak elevation-wise on the East Coast. Elevation is 6,684. It's the highest peak of the Appalachian Mountains and the highest peak in mainland Eastern North America. Mainland Eastern North America. So does that mean there's a, let's see what the tallest mountain in Newfoundland is. Because I'm thinking that's maybe where the Newfoundland, which is in Canada, the huge island essentially. Newfoundland? No. Huh. Tallest. Well, let's just take a look at that though. Mount. Wow. Is that on the water? That looks beautiful. Come on. Like, that is gorgeous. Newfoundland has some sweet bike packing. By the way, they've got a route that goes all the way across. But we're talking about Asheville. So definitely a mountain biking destination. If you're in the downtown area, I mean, you're not immersed in the trails. If you're living in like Bent Creek area, just southwest, you are definitely in situated where you're not going to have to drive your car to get to the trails, which I think is the best situation you can be in if you want to mountain bike all the time. Cut down your carbon emissions, save time, save wear and tear in your car, all those things. So with that being said, hopefully you got some helpful pointers out of this video and maybe learn some things about Asheville that you didn't already know. Like I said, I don't live there, haven't biked there. And if you're an expert about biking there, I would love to potentially bring you on the show, bring out your expertise through an interview, and you can go ahead and fill out a form in the description below to do so. That being said, thanks for watching, everyone. Got a bunch more videos like this one up on the channel. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll keep biking. Have a good one.